Okay, guys, here we have the homeboy, not Toby Maguire, not even Tom Holland, the homeboy Andrew Garfield from Spider-Man, what is it called? No Way Home? Is it No Way Home? Yeah, it's the actual amazing Spider-Man from No Way Home. So right here we got him on the rotating stand and he looks really, really nice. Excuse me. I like how the suit just reflects the light really good. A lot different from the Toby Maguire suit, which I'll show at the very end so that way we can get some type of comparison with them. Very, very different, but in all aspects kind of the same when it comes to articulation. Although I see with this one there is a little bit different articulation and bone structure when it comes to the of how they just like feel and look. One thing that has kind of stayed consistent with these figures of Spider-Man from SH Figuarts is like how tiny the wrists are. And I don't know if I really kind of care for that. I wish that their wrist and their wrist peg was just a little bit bigger, because if you're continuously popping off the hands and putting the web effects on, it could kind of strain that wrist peg that's on there. So enough talking about how he looks. Everybody knows how he looks. Now we just want to know what's up with the articulation. So when it comes to the articulation, I like to start from head to toe. He can look up about this much, which isn't too bad. He can, before the neck pops off, he can look down, let's see. He can look down about this much, which is pretty good, not bad. He can look side to side, and that is with the help as the neck as well. And he can kind of look like this and like that, so that's not too crazy, not too bad. When it comes to the, let's see, the shoulders, he's able to lift his shoulder up, I think about this much only. Hold on. Yeah, I think it's only about that much before you start to feel some hindrance. I would have thought like maybe he would have a better T-pose than that, but I guess he doesn't. We have a bicep right here at a swivel at the bicep right there. Nothing too crazy. It's pretty good. He does have the butterfly joint, but only comes in about, let's see, like this much. So he's not really gonna be able to cross his arms like that. You can kind of get him in the one swing pose with the both the arms on the web, but it's not really going to be that dynamic. When it comes to the elbows, my boy, he doesn't look like he goes to the gym, but he has the range and motion. And then you all know my favorite, not really, wrist peg right here, how it's just so tiny. I don't know. When it comes to the top torso, you can bend them about this much before you start to feel some hindrance. Watch out for the gap in the back. He's able to go back, let's see, about this much before my boy looks like he's about to start twerking. And then using the bottom part of the waist is where he really shines, because it seems like it was stopped right here, but he has the pull out method in this one where you can kind of get him to even get more dynamic range. So combine that with this, and he's standing up straight. I have not bent the legs, and this is how far he's able to get. So if he's doing anything crazy, like you will be able to get those nice amazing Spider-Man poses. Okay, so when it comes to right here on the thigh, his legs go up about that much. His thigh goes out about that much. He does have a thigh swivel right here, if it's not too stiff. Bends at the leg. We expect nothing less from the Amazing Spider-Man. Bends at the foot right here. It also comes in like that, so it's really smooth. Toe articulation from when he's sticking onto the walls, and then as well as some pivot action right here. So not too bad. Like I said, like you're gonna get him in some dynamic poses, like when he's swinging and whatnot. So let me see. So if he's swinging into action, I mean, check out that. Like he's even doing a kick pose right here. I mean, you're really able to get the range and motion. Just don't take pictures of the back or have him showcased in the back, because he will look all kinds of weird. But yeah, he looks pretty good and he feels pretty good. Mine feels sturdy. I don't have any QC issues with him whatsoever. I'm gonna put him back on the rotating stand and take a closer look at the Homeboy's accessories. Okay, when it comes to his accessories, I would start with the head, but he does not come with the Andrew Garfield headpiece, which I do not understand why he did not when they already showcased him with it. Supposedly they had like some type of licensing issues when they announced it, of him coming out with those type of headpieces. But I'm just like, why? Oh, and he just kind of fell down. I'm just like, why did they not even come out with that headpiece? If he was just, it was just perfect for him. You could have all the 3 Spider-Mans, Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire, and just have them all unmasked, and just there's so much playability with it. Otherwise, this is just another Spider-Man. We all know it's the Amazing Spider-Man, but still, I would love to have that Andrew Garfield headpiece. Now I'm just gonna have to look for third party and get it from there, but that's a whole nother video entirely. So let's look at the thwip hands, which is also his, let's see, his web using hands right here. Let me see if I can get, so right here we get a pair of these. These are nicely done. I mean, it's exactly what you expect from all the other Spider-Mans. So we got a pair of those. We got a pair of like open palm hands, which is really nice. Nothing too crazy. Looks like there is some piece that's fallen off. Actually, no, it's not. We get a pair of like, these look like wall sticking hands. So when he's sticking onto the walls, you'll use these hands, or maybe one of them. He has a pair of, let's see, relaxed hands from when he's just chilling in the apartment, just watching TV in his Spider-Man suit right before he's about to go out and fight crime again. And then he has the iconic meme pointing hands from when you get all 3 Spider-Man together, and then you could just point at each other. Or if you had a cell phone, he could just use it to point. I don't know. Next, for the accessories, is he has these short piece web effects right here. So you'll just pop these on before you pop on, let's see, before you pop on the the web hand right here. So you'll pop them like this, and then you'll put the wrist peg in there, and then it should work like a charm. You get 2 of those, and then you get a pair of these longer web effect parts. It also has the wrist peg adjustment right there. And then last but not least, you get this long web effect. And it's for him to hold on this piece for, it's the hand holding, which he has on right now. So you'll put this on here, and then he'll just do something dynamic with it, or however you want to. So that's it for the accessories. He doesn't come with too much. Like I said, this figure would have came full circle if he would have came with that Andrew Garfield headpiece, but since they didn't, to me, they dropped the ball. I don't know why. Like I said, I could do some research, but I'm too lazy to even like see what happened or what, because even if I do find out the information of why it didn't happen, it doesn't change the fact that I won't get that head sculpt, maybe till later on, maybe like I said, in third party. So I'm gonna put as much accessories as I can on him, which he doesn't have much, and then I'll give my final thoughts. Okay, so when it comes to the homeboy Andrew Garfield in The Amazing Spider-Man, he is pretty dope. His articulation is really good. I love that hidden articulation right there below the waist, where you can actually get him to bend his torso even more. He is a really good figure in my opinion. Although he does lack in the accessories department, not web or hands. He has plenty of hands, but like I said, I really wish they gave us an alternate headpiece or something to that effect, or maybe like an even damaged head sculpt, something out of the ordinary. But this is what we get, and he will look good next to Tom Holland and Tobey Maguire. As a matter of fact, let me put Tobey Maguire on the rotating stand with him to get a better effect on how they look in comparison. Okay guys, here he is next to Tobey Maguire, and right now I have Tobey Maguire. I didn't really want to get him off of the stand like that, so I have him in his just nice iconic pose right there. Let me see if I can get better zoom in right there. And as you can see, he is just, they both look good together. Tobey Maguire's suit, if you look at it really good, it's almost like his suit is kind of like a greenish color. Almost in some ways. But you see how it kind of contrasts with the Amazing Spider-Man, of how it just, the Amazing Spider-Man is really kind of true to colors in a sense, where it's like your royal blues and then your high reds, whereas it just looks more saturated, whereas Tobey Maguire's is less saturated. His red is very, it's almost like on the dull side, and his quote unquote blue is just, it looks more green. Is it just me, or is it just like, it does look a little bit more green, right? And like I said, they both look really good together. All in all, look very, very nice. Yeah, like I said, he's gonna look good with all your Spider-Man figures. I don't really have the what is it called? I don't really have the Tom Holland figure. The only Tom Holland figure I have is when he has the black suit, and then Doctor Strange kind of gives him that gauntlet. I have that one, but he's in a crazy pose right now on my shelf, so I didn't want to get him down for that. I just wanted to, and it would have done no real purpose as far as the colors. I just wanted to see the contrast in comparison with these colors as far as Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield. But all in all, really, really good figures, dope figures. Go ahead and cop them.